half guard again. I never want to give up the head control. Right? If he hugs my head here, it takes away a lot of my options. So I don't want him to get control of my head. So when I'm here, I'm going to look to grab the wrist. And first thing I'll probably look to do is try to set up a KIMORA. And if I get the KIMORA, I have options on just moving my hip under and either getting him to tap. A lot of times when you're here, the guy's going to roll. If he rolls to take the pressure off, I just follow on top, and I can try to finish from here. But at least I got the sweep out of it. So framing here, blocking, not letting him get head control, looking to get to the wrist, and then going to the KIMORA. Now, if I'm able to get the KIMORA lock, most of the time the guy tucks his hand inside of his thigh. That's okay. So we're going to talk about either from the KIMORA grip or when I go for the wrist, and he's pretty seasoned here, so he knows when I start to go here, he's going to tuck his elbow where I can't get in here. Right? He's going to hide it. He senses it coming. He's not going to give up the KIMORA. So this technique will work from here. I'm just going to staple his wrist to his belly, and I go to the belt. So two ways that will work on this technique. One, if I'm able to get the key lock and he defends his hand by putting it under the leg, or two, if I look for this and he hides it and I go to the belt. So just as far as this technique, I'm going to let him pass so we learn how to use the best leverage from here. All I'm going to do is as he passes, he's circling, I'm circling my feet away and my head under, and then I'm just going to turn the steering wheel. And then when I come up, I can either hold him down or try to create that space to set up that KIMORA lock again. So here's how we're starting. We can go here, we go one, get the KIMORA, either get the tap or get the roll. Two, I go with the KIMORA lock, he defends, I'm going to let him pass. And then I'm going to walk my feet away. As my head goes under, I just turn the wheel, come out on top. A couple finishes we can do from there. And then the third one. So there's KIMORA, getting it, him hiding it, and then three, I'm trying to go here, but it's not there. So I go to the belt, and I trap his wrist. Again, I always look at him like a table. I'm always going to try to take him to the corner where he can't post. I'm going to let him pass. I walk my feet under, turn the wheel, and come out on top. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Now we're just talking about the last two, okay? So I block, he's coming into me. Whether I lock the KIMORA and he defends it, or I miss it and I go to the belt. Same thing, same technique. I'm gonna shrimp out and I'm gonna insert the butterfly hook. This is to kind of get it going. Now my bottom hook's gonna come out and I'm gonna lift my hips and I'm gonna use this to try to sweep him. And if he tips over, I keep that hook, big back step, and then once I've backstepped, I can clear that hook and hold top position or go back and looking for that KIMORA. So again, we can let him pass like we did earlier. I just wanted you to learn the leverage, right? The tipping point. But whether it's the KIMORA or the belt grip, I shrimp out and I put the butterfly hook in, right? I'm not gonna just let him pass without trying to sweep him first. I'm gonna try to go butterfly sweep. If I'm able to get the butterfly sweep, I follow, I jump all the way across, dismount, and stay on top. Take the sweep. Same thing, shrimp, butterfly hook. Now, if I go for the sweep and he happens to clear it, that momentum, I'm gonna run right away and come out on top. Okay, with that little bit of momentum of him cutting the corner and me going the opposite way is gonna make this even easier. If I miss it, I go to the belt, I look for the butterfly sweep, and I miss it. Right then, I move my feet and I use the roll. It's gonna make the roll that much easier than just letting him pass, right? So, first one, we're gonna succeed with the sweep. We're gonna get it. If he goes over, take dismount, finish on top. You should do a finish of each. One with the KIMORA and one with the belt. Then I go and I try to get it and I miss it. I run my feet and I get the roll. And again, I'm looking to finish. You guys got it? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Things to talk about here. Whether it's the KIMORA, and I go to the butterfly hook and I'm inviting that pass, it really gets good momentum when he jumps across and goes. It's tougher to get when he's kind of already settled in, right? He's dropping his hips, he's not moving. These are tougher to get. So a couple things we can do, whether it's this grip or this grip, is all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a little bump. I'm gonna bridge, and then I'm gonna run and turn the corner. So a couple ways that we can get some momentum here. Catching him while he's passing, add the butterfly hook, or add that bump. And if you guys ever notice, some of the guys that do this are really good at this, they'll just block the bicep. And even as he comes around, whether I'm using the butterfly hook or not, I can just block the bicep here. That takes that post away. Same thing, I can bump and roll them over. We got a couple guys in here that are really good and they just use the bicep. So we can use the bicep, we can use this. What we're talking about is adding that bump to it. And the guys that are really good at this, they can even hit it from here. Guy's got a full side mount on me. But now my head's trapping his arm, right? The same thing, I'm gonna bump up, I'm gonna turn that corner. As long as I have that arm trapped some way, and I understand how the leverage of this move works, and now adding some timing to it, it should be effective for you guys. So try the bicep, or any of your other earlier locks. He passes, and he's kind of settled in here, right? And it's maybe hard to get underneath him, but that little bit of a bump, and then running to that corner is gonna help a lot. Or again, if he's under my head, same thing, I'm gonna bump, make sure that this arm stays trapped up, and then turn that corner, come out on top. Let's go, 1, 2, 3.